Welcome to Tia Pita's Simple Suggestions. I did not homeschool during a pandemic in my 17 years of homeschooling, but I do remember the difficult seasons when we faced crisis as a family. And there are some things that I found to be very important to keep in mind and be intentional about. Maybe you were already homeschooling before the pandemic, or maybe you find yourself now with the unexpected task of homeschooling your children apart from juggling all your other commitments. Either way, I know the stress can feel very high. So for your sake and the sake of your children, I want to suggest to you today 3 things for you to keep in mind. Number 1 is engage with your children. Be purposeful in your communication with them. They might be old enough to try to understand intellectually what is going on around them, but emotionally and psychologically, they're trying to make sense of it and figure it out just like the rest of us. Life is looking very different for them as well. Let your communication with them be positive and be honest with them at an age-appropriate level. Share with them when you're having a hard day and help them recognize and label their emotions. I know this can sound like a very time-consuming task, but in the short and the long run, it will help them to identify their emotions, to not let those emotions come out sideways in their interactions with others. Number 2 is work on establishing routines. If you already have one, try to maintain it as much as possible. And if you don't, this is an important time to make routines part of your family schedule. Routine provides and offers a sense of security to children as they can count on activities that they can look forward to during the day. Chores themselves can provide a sense of routines in your household with your family. One of my previous videos is about the why and the how of establishing and incorporating chores as part of your family schedule. Check it out if you need more specifics about that. You don't have to start with 20 things at one time. It can be as simple as going out for fresh air and sunlight on a daily basis with your children, weather and setting permitting. If it is an option available to you, tag team with your spouse to create and maintain agreed upon routines. Number 3 is take care of yourself. You know, the concept of putting on the oxygen mask first so that you can better help those around you, it's important, but is critical in the times of crisis. I know that what I'm about to say can sound incredibly basic and simple, but I hope that you think about it and take it seriously because your well-being and the well-being of those around you depend on it. Do not compromise on the amount of sleep your body needs. Also, eat healthy and try to avoid the foods that are going to end up making you feel bad. Try to incorporate exercise as part of your homeschooling schedule by having your kids join you in your daily exercise, maybe putting on an online video where you have your kids try to keep up with you. They need it and you need it. Be aware of your self-talk. What kind of thoughts are you entertaining? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they true? These are important things for your mental health. What are some other ways that you have found, healthy ways that you have found, to reduce the stress in your life? I find that holding a cup of my favorite hot beverage can be very soothing during a 10-minute clarity break, and just breathe. I would like to say a word about academics. Most likely you already have a curriculum, either because you were already homeschooling before this pandemic, or because your child's school provided you with academic work. Of course, it is important to do it, but not at the expense of engaging positively with your child or your routines or taking care of yourself. Chances are high your children will remember more and will benefit more from a positive interaction with you than any academic work covered during this time. Even their academics will benefit from that positive interaction. These are all basic enough thoughts and suggestions, but we have to be all the more intentional about it in times of high stress and in times of crisis. Be kind to yourself and to your children.